2 in a series on getting your strumming started, and I'm going to take one of the ideas we looked at in the last video, which was where we played one strum on the first beat and then we doubled up on the remaining beats in that bar. In other words, a crotchet and 6 quavers, or to put it another way, a quarter note and 6 eighth notes. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Now you notice on the main beats I'm playing a downstroke, and on the halves in between, if you want to call them that, or the offbeat, I'm playing an upstroke. So down, 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 up, down, up. Now when you're practicing this, it doesn't hurt to actually say that to yourself. Probably best to do it in private because it sounds a bit weird when you're doing it. But down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, so I'm going to employ the idea here of tying a couple of those notes together. So this is what happens if I tie 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so this is just tying 2 of the quavers together, and it gives a kind of a lift to the pattern. So we get this. Yeah, and you can hear it's got that little bit more vitality about it. Now this doesn't work for everything, but it's a nice way of putting some variations in. So, for example, okay. Okay, it gives it a little bit of life. Now, another thing that you tend to hear a lot when you hear people strumming is, as we talked about before, splitting the bass note and the chord. Now and again, with certain chord shapes, there are nice little convenient things we can do. So with, for example, this D chord. Okay, yeah, that's a nice little sound. Or we go. Now, as you can hear, there's lots of possibilities there. The key to making those work is to experiment. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you find out stuff, really. It's probably the biggest obstacle in the way of people really progressing on any musical instrument is the fear of making a mistake. Doesn't matter, make a mistake, you're not going to get arrested for it. Just try stuff. If it works, keep it. If it doesn't, get rid of it. So I'm just going to mention a guy now, and he was, I think, not single-handedly responsible, but certainly played a massive influence on me and my acoustic guitar playing, as when I first encountered a guy called Neil Young, and he's what a guy. And I heard this. So I heard that, I thought, wow, that's fantastic. So this is an example of what I was just talking about. Here's a C chord. So we've got an open string going back to, and if we take that same pattern, and you see again, just opening up a couple of strings there brings the whole thing to life. So I'd thoroughly recommend listening to Neil Young, certainly. Also, Dave Gilmour's another great example when he's not playing the Strat, which is where we commonly think of him playing, but still like and that's his kind of, you could almost say his Neil Young moment, if you like, amongst a few. There's a few on there. Stuff like that. So yeah, always worth listening to other players, see what they do, try and work out what's making it work, if you like it. It's also true to say, without mentioning any names, see what you don't like and avoid that. Okay, so that's not all there is to know about strumming. It's something you could carry on developing as long as you play, but it's nice to get a couple of things to work, use those, and then try and develop them as you go along. Anyway, that's it for this particular video. So thanks very much for watching, and if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be great. Bye for now.